Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Got about 5 items for you this morning. The first one is the very shocking and disturbing and tragic news out of Duluth Middle School on Friday, where there was a kiddo who brought a loaded gun to school. Another kiddo reported it first thing in the morning, and the administration and the SROs acted really quickly to get that situation under control. That student was arrested, and of course there are all of the other things that will be coming. So we're very grateful that nobody was hurt at one of our feeder middle schools this week, but it doesn't do anything for making us feel any less anxious or scared about what is going on in our schools right now. So I was thinking that we could do something really loving and really kind for our Duluth Middle School staff friends. So I'm going to ask you this morning during first period, and you probably haven't watched this video already by the time I've asked you to do this, but we will get on the announcements and we will ask you to please write a quick note of encouragement just to DMS staff member, because we're not going to do it to a specific person. We're just going to have each of you write a note to a DMS staff member, so you can address it that way, and send them just some words of encouragement and love and support, because you know better than anybody else how they are feeling right now. And I think it would be such a nice show of just solidarity and presence if we're able to write them a quick note this morning. And then we're going to have student leaders come around and collect those notes, and we will have someone run them over to the middle school first thing in the morning. And because they get there so much later, hopefully they will be able to come to work with a note handwritten by you guys to them, because we're all Duluth. These are all our kids. This is our community, and we have to show up for one another right now and be extra kind in the face of these really troubling times. So thank you for your cooperation with that. Okay, moving on. Instructional items. Today, at the end of the day, the instructional leadership teams will meet. This is all of your course team leads and your department chairs to continue the conversation about CLT, our collaborative learning teams, and really productive and instructionally focused collaboration that should be happening when you meet. I know it's been a really rough start. I said in my last video or a few videos ago that this was like trying on a new sweater, and the new sweater isn't really fitting, or maybe it's itchy or just not comfortable. And so I get that. We hear that. But having instructionally focused and productive, forward-thinking, collaborative planning time should not be taking away anything. In fact, it should be adding and freeing up your time and making it so that you are working in a cohesive group and there is reduced variability across student experiences in classrooms. And so I know this sweater is uncomfortable, but we're going to continue to push on, continue to share your feedback, because Megan and the admin team has already made some tweaks to the agenda based on your feedback. But please know that the agenda is only a tool to drive the conversation. The conversation is what really happens. So we're going to get there. We're going to get there together. And by the end of the year, I think we all will have grown so much. And hopefully we'll start to feel the benefit of a really, really productive CLT. And that sweater will feel just a lot more comfy by the end of the year. So thanks for your work on that. Abby sent last week an email to all advisement teachers that tell you in your advisement class who are students who are already showing early trends towards chronic absenteeism. That is one of our buckets of attendance that we haven't quite focused on just yet, but now it's time to do that. What I am asking you to do, advisement teachers, is to pour into the kids that are on your list that you received from Abby. Some of you have 4 and others of you have like 13, and I get that, and we are aware of that. So we are prepared to come around and help those of you that have higher numbers. But what I am asking is that you do something special and different for those kids. When you see them, pull them aside, check in with them, look and see what the reason is that they provided for not being at school, and just have a conversation with them about it. They're not in trouble. We just need them to know that we love them and we need them here, and we will figure out intervention and ways to support them so that they come to school. Because now that we've got our AWOL situation drastically improved, we know that if we can get them here, we will get them in class and we will take care of them. So please, please, please pour into those kids. We're going to continue to think of ways that we can be intentional, give you a plan almost for how to pour into those kids. But frankly, it's just about loving them and building a relationship with them that's going to help them feel engaged to at least one caring adult in our building. So thank you for your help with that. Once you have done everything you can with one of your chronically absent kids and you just feel like there's nothing else you know how to do, you've called home, you've texted home, you've brought them snacks, you've pulled them outside, you've had conversations with them, and we still are not seeing them, we are creating a new email address that you can use that is going to have people receiving these emails that are going to be, that are on our home visit team. So we are creating an email group called 350 Home Visits. Once you feel like you have exhausted everything you could possibly do to pour into your chronically absent advisement kids, please send an email, and we're going to have some more clarity for you around that. But send an email to 350 Home Visits. Let us know what you've done. Let us know that you still continue to not see this kiddo, and we will put that kiddo on the list for a home visit. And we have a group of folks who are very excited to conduct those visits and provide that extra level of intervention. Finally, this Thursday, September 19th, we have a treat for you, hopefully in the collaborative learning room right off of the cafeteria if it's available. The admin team would like to treat you to a fun little delicious edible treat. So this Thursday, look for an email about a treat that is coming to you from admin. And the final thing I have for you today is Digital Day schedule on Friday. We know you're exhausted. We've heard your feedback. We're exhausted too. So we know that this month has been no joke. The first 6 weeks of school have really been difficult. And so we have cleared almost the Digital Day schedule for you this Friday. We are still going to do our Relay for Life breakfast, and we are still going to do a very brief faculty meeting, but the only agenda item on there is going to be to announce and celebrate our teachers and employees of the month. Then we are going to ask you to do that Title I Zoom in a way that is as easy as you could ever imagine. And before you go home at the end of the day, you must do the PBIS survey. But besides that, you are on your own to do what you need to do in your classrooms and just get some much needed rest. So thank you to those of you who asked for that consideration. We hear you, and we hope that Friday will be a really productive and restorative day for you. Love you guys. Thank you for being amazing, doing everything you do, and being all in for our kiddos. I will see you hallways and classrooms. Have a great day. Bye.